Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the lobby with Mrs. Swissroll. Yes, that's me. Today, I'm super excited because we have a fellow Guatemalan as a guest today. He does it all and still finds time to uplift other people. This is El Jefe, or better known as El Jefenix. He's a Twitch Latin Guild community specialist and a mentor plus committee member. He's someone who's become a real voice for motivation and leadership in the Latin Guild, at least in my opinion. He's bilingual. He's 31. And if you spent more than 5 minutes around him or his content, you already know he moves with purpose. Today, we're talking about his content, his journey for content creation, what streaming means to him. Get settled in, everyone. Please welcome Jefe to the lobby. Jefe, hi, how are you? I hope you're doing amazing.
Hello, everyone. How are y'all? Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm very excited for where we are going with this conversation.
I'm super excited. Oh my God. He's okay. I won't lie to you, chat. He's already shared a little bit, a little nugget of truth and to me. And I just, there's so much allure we got to get into here. So you go by Jefe, right? Or Phoenix. So what does that name really represent to you? I guess, like, how did you pick this name? Why Jefe?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is, I always say at the beginning, hello, everyone. My name is El Jefenix. You can call me El Jefe, Phoenix, whatever your heart desires. Obviously, is boss
Right.
and oddly fitting. Now I'm kind of a boss. And so it's
Yeah. Kind
but
of? He's humble. He's humble.
I don't know about all that, you know. I still view myself very much as still a human being, still the regular person,
Right.
still the same person that eats, breathes, sleeps, and does everything that y'all do. Right? I
Right.
just have a couple extra meetings a week and do
Yeah.
things. But then Jefe actually originates from my name. So my full first name is Jefember, and I'm fine with sharing that. You know what I mean? Um, but people would see that name, and y'all know the 70-year-old substitute teachers that couldn't see and pull out the
Right.
glasses, like Jennifer,
Oh my
where are
God.
you? And by the age of,
Hey,
I want to
Aaron.
say, by like 13, I want to say,
Yeah.
I start, instead of being ashamed of it, I started egging it on. And so they'd be like, Jennifer, and I'd be like, hi, how you doing? And they look at me and they're like, you're not a Jennifer. I was like, no. I was like, you might want to look at that paper again. And
Oh
they go,
my God.
oh.
Yeah.
But
I've had that happen way too many times.
the Jefe part actually originates from sports. Sports is a
Oh, okay.
very
You were
big.
athletic growing up.
See, that's the caveat.
Oh?
I was born 2 months premature.
Mm-hmm.
I had 5 surgeries when I was born just so I could be alive today.
Oh.
I was never allowed to be medically cleared to play competitive
Right.
sports, right?
Yeah.
So in high school, I tried out for the high school soccer team.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they had a test, run a mile. If you didn't run the mile in 6 minutes, you didn't
Yeah.
make the team, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't make the team, obviously. Um, but my coach was like, I love your energy. I love your motivation.
Mm-hmm.
I love how much you love this team, and I don't
Yeah.
want to cut you. And he's like, would you be willing to be the team manager? Like handle equipment, do video.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, absolutely. So what ends up happening is I start filming soccer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of where I develop a love for that game,
Sorry, how
right?
old are you in this story? Like,
In high school,
oh, okay.
probably like sophomore year.
Oh, okay, okay.
So we're talking 16
Yeah,
ish,
yeah.
right? Um, but so I end up being the team manager there. Um, and then over time, obviously my coach would call me Jeff, right? The short
Mm-hmm.
abbreviation of my name is Jeff.
Yeah.
Um, After a certain point in the season, my coach said, Jefe, I was like, you know what that means, right? He goes, yeah, I actually, yeah, I do. He goes, but you earned it. And he's like,
Oh my God.
through your hard work, through your perseverance, through your the sacrifices that you gave to us,
Yeah.
he's like, you earned it from me. I will always call you Jefe. I
Oh
was like,
my
thank
God,
you,
that's
sir. I appreciate
beautiful.
it. So then, same thing kind of happens in college, right?
Right.
I'm the first one in my family to graduate from high school and college. Uh,
Love that. Oh my God.
we are both Guatemalan.
Hmm.
So, um, that was huge for my family. And then in college, they start up the program or a football program
Hmm.
from the ground up, right? Towards the end of high school, the football coach came to the soccer coach and he goes, I need Jefe. I need him. He's like, we can't, it can't be a no for an answer. Like, if I have to go talk to his parents, I will.
Oh my God,
And
high demand on you. Okay.
I was like, huh? And I didn't understand it. I was like, wait, why? I'm not special. What are we doing? And he goes, no, I
Oh,
need
but you
you.
are. But
I'm
you
like, you
are.
are.
Yeah, you don't understand. Wow. Okay.
So in my senior year of high school, um, the football coach brings me onto the team. And so I
Hmm.
learned how to film football.
Yeah.
In college, they start the program from the ground up. The new coach who got hired on is touring campus,
Hmm.
right? And I see him and I'm like, do I shoot my shot?
Hmm.
Do I just go for it? Do I just ask him if he needs a filmer? And I was like,
And you do?
you know what? Coach. And he stops and the tour stops. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking university president, university staff,
Oh my.
all the big people were there.
And are
And
you
I was
shy in this moment? Like, this is all taking place. The spotlight is on you. As far as like being an extrovert, have you always been? Because to me, you exude the extrovert energy, you know? So even as young as then, when all eyes are on you, was it simple for you back then? Like easy?
I think I've always had an extroverted side. And
Hmm.
so for me, I'm I always say this. I have an extroverted side to an extent. Once that battery is empty, then I'm kind of more introverted.
You're
Hey, I just
so real. He's
quiet.
so mean. Hmm.
Like it's not but when I'm here, it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
I'm on. And then um it's always for me it's fun being extroverted.
Yeah.
Up until the tank is empty.
And
Once the
then like,
tank
bye. Gotta go.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. I'll go listen to music now."
Hmm.
Um, but then, so yes, I was very nervous in that moment. What
Oh,
happens, right? Do
yeah.
they keep walking? Why would they even stop for a student?
Hmm.
And he goes, hey, or I was like, hey, I just have one quick question. I'm so sorry to stop everything. Do you need a filmer? And he
Hmm.
stops, and they heard that. The university, the other staff kept
Right.
walking. And the coach was actually the one that said, "Stop! I need to talk to him. You
Oh,
don't leave this room. I need to talk to him."
you were first pick. Okay.
So he goes, "Yes, I do need one. Here's the info. Call
Hmm.
this number.
Hmm.
We'll get it worked out." I ended up getting hired. Um,
Ah, yes.
so I am the first media coordinator in the school's history. So wherever that
Oh
program
my God.
goes, it's kind of like, that's cool, right?
Did you,
Uh,
can I ask, did you keep up with that program? Kind of like keep tabs on it, like how it's doing?
yeah, absolutely. It's doing great now.
Because you basically set up like a legacy for that. You were the bare bones to that. You started that. That's
I,
amazing.
I was I was around 21 ish. No, yeah, 21 or 20 or 21
Mm-hmm.
around that time. Um, I was also the the youngest coordinator in the conference. So the conference is
Ooh.
multiple schools, right?
Yeah.
And literally, it was always hilarious. Funniest thing.
Are there like all seniors in there?
Every other school brought their media coordinators with them,
Yeah.
and it was always a at least 40-year-old man or a 50-year-old man
Mm-hmm.
or an older person, and they looked at me and they're like, "You're the
You?
coordinator?" And I was like,
Well,
"Yeah."
duh.
And then they would see my film and they'd be like, "Oh, we see exactly why you're the." Yeah, we see
Yeah.
exactly why. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But even in college, after a year, the coach started going, "Jefe!" I was like, "Oh, here we go again." I was like, I was like, "You know what that means, right?" And he goes, "Yes." But he told me the exact same thing. It's like a coach thing.
Yeah.
Through hard work, dedication, perseverance, sacrifices, and effort, you have earned me calling you that. And I was like,
Right.
so that was always huge.
I
That and so
love
now
that.
I incorporate that in this space.
Mm-hmm.
The Phoenix part of my name is always more common. If you see my name for the first time, you will most likely refer to me as Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Very not. It's not very common that people just say Jefe, right?
Yeah.
They either try to say the full name or they just see Phoenix and they're like Phoenix.
I default to
Um,
Jefe. I was like, Jefe, yeah, dude, this is him. That's Jefe.
and then, um, but Phoenix is rising from the ashes.
I love that.
And the personal side of that is
Mm-hmm.
I have had I've been homeless before.
Mm-hmm.
I've also struggled with moments of not knowing where my next meal would come from.
Yeah.
Um, I've obviously the 5 surgeries when I was born.
Mm-hmm.
Was I even good? I was born 2 months premature. I spent 2 months in the intensive care unit.
Mm-hmm.
Is he even gonna make it?
Yeah.
Like there's roadblock after roadblock after roadblock
And yeah,
after
you
roadblock.
kept pushing.
Mhm.
That's beautiful.
And so those 2 things to me are very important.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously now you see kind of in the background, this is my logo,
Love it.
um, but I still incorporate both parts of my name.
Yeah, I think it's very fitting. But I relate to that too. The whole not knowing where your next meal is going to be. Like, well, for me, I guess different story, right? Growing up in the ghetto, it's tough. It's a tough world, you gotta pave your way. No one's gonna hold doors open for you. You gotta do your own thing, and it's hard. And like, I don't know if I always get, maybe it's like a difference of me and you because maybe like roles as far as like gender goes, but for me, it always comes off like, oh yeah, she's a bitch. No, it's that I know what I want. I know what I want, and I'm gonna get it. That's just how it is, you know. But I love that story. That's beautiful. I love your go getter attitude.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now, when people meet you online, right, for the first time, what do you hope they feel or like they get from your streams as far as like watching your videos or just being in a stream? What is like a nugget of wisdom you hope they take from your content?
If I can't do it, if I can do it, why can't you?
Mm.
Um, that relates back to I've got a million different reasons
Mm-hmm.
why I shouldn't be here right now, why
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't be standing in front of you, why I shouldn't be, um, you know, holding the position that I am. I, if we are being so, and that's another big thing about me, honesty,
Yeah.
truthfulness, not hiding anything. I should be a gang member back
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
back in
get you.
California.
I so get you. Mm-hmm.
I should be another statistic. Let's be real.
Right,
Right?
right, and look, we're not though, and that's amazing. You know how many homies I have that have fallen down the wrong path, and unfortunately, I outgrow them, and I can't help them anymore. I can't help them. It's amazing. The odds you fight are crazy against you.
A lot of people are like, a lot of people will say, "Well, I can't." Why?
Mm-hmm.
And they never want to answer the why.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the moment that you answer the why truthfully that you can make the decision to A, either continue that story, or B, write a new chapter.
Right.
And so, and don't get me wrong, even to this day, I'm an open book,
Yeah.
right? I still sometimes believe when things get hard, when shit hits the fan, when my back's up against the wall,
Mm-hmm.
those doubts and those moments of not trusting myself, those moments of doubting myself, I
Yeah.
go, I should have just stayed gangbanging. I should have just been a gang
Mm-hmm.
member. I could have been dealing dope, doing things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also on the flip side of that token. I am now met with people like you who tell me that I inspire them,
You do.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is the biggest honor of my life. I do not take that lightly,
Mm-hmm.
but and at the same time I just want everyone to reach their fullest potential. I
Love
don't
that.
want life to be dictated. I don't want your life to be dictated by somebody else. It's your
Mm-hmm.
life. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
What makes you happy?
Right.
If and there was actually a story to that.
Mm-hmm.
In college, I majored in engineering,
Yeah.
and my mom
Okay,
and my
engineering
dad,
king.
my mom and my dad, they actually told me, they're like, "You're doing engineering," and I was like, "Why?" And they
Mm-hmm.
go, and they literally told me, they're like, "You're good at math, and it makes a
Mm-hmm.
lot of money."
Mm-hmm.
That was instilled in my brain, right?
Yeah, what's going to
N-
make the most, not kind of pursuing what you want to do versus like, hey, this is what you need to do to get
Let's be so
somewhere. Yeah.
let's be so for real. Um, in a way, it's my because my mom always told me, she's like, I need you to help me fulfill a lifelong dream. And that is that I have a child that graduates from college. That's my only dream.
Yeah.
And the level of pressure there,
Yeah. Oh
because
my God. We could dive into that too. Having parents that have that immigrant mentality where there's so much pressure that if you fail, you are breaking their heart. You are ruining what they came to this country to do. And the things that does to you as just a child is insane. So
um
I feel that.
like my dad worked egregious hours. Like I'm talking like
Oh
7
yeah.
a.m. to midnight, maybe
Right.
later, right? The only time I got to spend with him was a 4-minute car ride to school.
Right.
That's the only time I really saw him.
Mm-hmm.
And at the age of 8, I was told that I was the man of the house. Let all of those things sink in. And then
Right.
as you live through everything,
Mm-hmm.
then later on it's like, well, this is like it's a mom coming up to the son being like,
Yeah.
this is my lifelong dream, please make it happen.
Oh
I'm like,
my
great, no
God.
pressure,
I
love you.
got you, mom. Don't worry.
And
Goes to
like
cry in room.
and then there was this one class
Mm-hmm.
that I just couldn't pass. I was taking it a second time,
Mm-hmm.
and there was somebody in that room that was taking it for like the 6th time.
Yeah.
But after the 3rd time, you pay out of state tuition. That's expensive,
Yep.
right?
Money don't grow
And
on trees, baby.
right, like, but then it was at that moment,
Mm-hmm.
right? The dean, my dean of engineering,
Mm-hmm.
sat me down. He's like, "Hey, come into my office after class. I kind of want to speak to you." I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Okay, what the what?" And he goes, "Can I ask you something?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely. What do you want?" And he goes, "Do you love engineering?"
Oh, so out of the blue.
So out of the blue and such a quick response, I said
Yeah.
no.
But that
And
was your
he
heart
goes,
speaking when you said that, though, because if the fact that you answered so quickly, you knew that this was just a mission you had to do and it wasn't something for you.
exactly. So then I answer immediately, no.
Yeah.
He goes, so why are you doing it? And I
Oh.
was like, because, and well, it's
Mm-hmm.
great. It's great that it's going this way because then I tell you exactly what I told you earlier. I
Yeah.
said it to his face. My mom and dad said
Mm-hmm.
it pays a lot of money and I'm good at math. And he stopped and he just
Yeah.
took it all in. And then he goes, I'm very glad I'm having this talk with you. He's like, I need to tell you something. You live in the United States of America where there's 100 million ways to be successful.
I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, the fact that he sat you down and talked to you like this at such a young age. Oh my god, he's a real one.
And then he follows it up with, okay, he's like, let's say money isn't a thing.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do? And he's like, don't tell me right now. He's like, I need you to envision you when you're 45,
Yeah.
your back hurts, your knees hurt, you have a wife and hopefully some kids. Um, what do you want to be doing?
Right.
And I told him, I was like, I love motivating, I love
Mm-hmm.
inspiring, I love
Mm-hmm. There it
coaching,
is. Yeah.
right? And so he goes, okay, here's what you're gonna do. I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you're gonna get back on the bus and go back to main campus. You're gonna go to the registrar's office and you're
Right.
gonna change your major. And I was like,
How did you take that back then? Yeah.
I'm sitting there like, listen here, homie. I got a mom with a very strong
Mm-hmm.
chancla and a dad with a very strong belt.
No way.
Right? Like even at this age,
Yeah,
they
no, but
will.
that pressure is always there. It never leaves. Especially if you're still living with it, it never leaves. You don't understand. My mom and dad said no. That's final word, bro. I
Like that's a
can't.
death sentence if I'm saying no, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do my own thing.
Yeah. You trying to get me killed?
No, but wait, it gets better.
Yeah.
I literally told him, I was like, I can't
Mm-hmm.
do that. There's no way. Like my mom
Yeah.
will kill. He literally responded with, here's my card. If your parents have a problem with it, please tell them to call me.
Oh. Oh, he is riding for you, Jefe. He is vouching for you. Oh my God.
And then so I end up changing my major.
Yeah.
Um, I change over to kinesiology, which
Mm-hmm.
involves coaching,
Mm-hmm.
right? I end up graduating and I end up like, I think the engineering program was so tough
Mm-hmm.
that like literally the motto is the same as everywhere else. C's get degrees, right?
Yeah.
Like as long as it was a C, you were good.
Mm-hmm.
And but then he's like, he told me at the end of that meeting, he was like, if you change majors, I guarantee you'll have A's and B's in all your other classes because this is one of the hardest engineering programs in the nation.
Whew.
And I was like, I didn't believe him. But then I went
Mm-hmm.
through the rest of the degree and I got A's and B's. And
Mm-hmm.
they're like, you're so smart. I was like, I didn't feel like that when I was in engineering, but okay, buddy.
Right.
But that conversation just changed the
The
whole
trajectory of it.
trajectory.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Can I ask, do you still keep in contact with this professor? Have you
I
checked in on
do
him?
I do not, and I haven't in years.
Mm-hmm.
I still like obvious I'm currently in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but this is back in Texas. And so whenever I
Mm.
get the chance to go visit campus, I still go by and everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god,"
Right.
Um, but I still, if I ever see him again, I'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
you have no idea, like the
Yeah.
level of
Yeah.
impact
Little
that
Jefe will be
conversation.
going wild to say thank you. Yeah. So I guess this transitions into my next question that I asked. I said, you're known for motivating others. Well, especially me. Who was the last person that motivated you when you needed it most? Besides this professor that changed the trajectory of your life, who, as of recent, has motivated you? You don't have to name drop, but you could just say how they did, what they do, what they
Um,
say.
yeah. So I think the most recent person will be my grandma.
Oh, I love that.
Um, she passed away last January.
Oh, my condolences.
I appreciate it. But I've always, I guess, I've always been motivated by the tragedy of loss of life when they
Mm-hmm.
still had a life to live.
Mm.
I've lost people to car accidents, like my aunt. I've lost my uncle to cancer. I've
Mm-hmm.
lost um I lost my college roommate to an accident. That those are the people, those that I named off. My
Mm-hmm.
aunt, my college roommate,
Mm-hmm.
my uncle, my
Yeah.
grandma. That is the reason that I wake up in the morning. That is the because no matter how exhausted I could be,
Mm-hmm.
I always say, I made like for my college roommate, I made him a promise because he texted me one
Mm-hmm.
night. He was trying to do a music career. He was
Yeah.
trying to be an artist and things like that. So he
Mm-hmm.
understood the grind, the
Right.
hustle,
Right.
right? He's like, he messaged me, and I think I still have a screenshot of the message.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, promise me you won't quit streaming.
Oh my God. You do it for him. Oh my God. That's beautiful. I love that. Yeah, I feel like it's the mentality of I live to honor them, because what would be the point of throwing my life away if theirs tragically ended the way it did? Which makes sense, because that's how I live. And I share this off. Well, I think this is more of a nugget that I keep to myself. But when I do get up in the mornings, when it's like times where I'm like, man, I just want to call out. I just want to lay in bed and rot. That's all I want to do, because burnout is so real. And then I just tell myself, like, oh, well, did your mother do that? What would your mother have done? Was she able to? Could she afford to do that when she just immigrated here? And then I'm like, well, you know what? Now my issues are not as important. You're right. I'm just nagging, you know? And so I get up and I do it. And I do it for her, you know? But no, I get that. That's beautiful. And I love that you honor them that way.
That's the least I can do, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Transitioning from that, because that was a beautiful story. Well, what's the first game? Like, I want to dive into gaming, right? Because would you consider yourself like a gamer, a casual gamer, a competitive gamer? Like, what's the game that made you feel like fall in love, or like that was like, oh wait, this can transition into streaming. People enjoy watching me stream or watching me game. Did it start off with gaming?
It did.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I wouldn't consider myself in, especially now with the vantage point that I have
Mm-hmm.
and the amount of people I've come across and cross paths with, right? Like, my game knowledge is not to y'all's. I cannot tell you the fifth generation Pokemon
Oh, I
that,
couldn't
or
either.
the 10th generation, right? I can't do that.
Yeah.
That's, but can I pick up a game and have some fun with it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do I play games occasionally? Yes.
Yeah.
Do I play right now? My life is like work, work, and then more work.
I
But
feel that.
can I jump on a Fortnite lobby and get some kills and probably win
Pop
some
a
games?
couple chug
Yeah,
jugs. Yeah.
easy. I think Fortnite is one of my main games.
Oh, okay.
I was known for I was known for Rocket League in the very beginning.
Oh, I'm
Ro-
trash at Rocket League.
Rogue Company was another big one for me.
Oh my God. There's a throwback. I played Rogue Company before I transitioned to PC, because everyone was playing Valorant, because they were similar. They were very, very similar. Wow.
I,
Okay. Okay.
I wish I
Variety.
wish I wish yeah. So in every every facet of it, I am variety. I'm not. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Now the only one that is just not anywhere in that list, and I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it. I'm not
Oh.
into horror. Um, you can't make me do a scary game. Like,
Really?
mm, uh, I don't know what
Not
it
not
is.
even like Outlast.
I've
Outlast
never
try. Never?
I've never tried it.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
I tried it like once and I stayed in the closet the whole time.
That's so real, though. Honestly, that's valid. Okay, understandable. The game is a jump scare. It's just jump scares, but wow. Okay, all right. Do you enjoy watching it, or not even watching it? Like another friend playing it, or another streamer you like playing it. Do you enjoy watching that?
That's the fun part. Like if someone's doing a horror stream and they don't really like horror, I will support the friend by I will show my love and support for the friend by trying to scare them with jump scares, alerts, etc.
Okay.
You know,
hmm
but me myself, absolutely not. I will sit very comfortably here and just relax.
Is it
And
anything horror, or is it just gaming? Like if you go to a haunted, like one of those scare houses?
oh
Not
yeah,
at
no.
all.
In real life,
Really?
haunted houses are
Mm-hmm.
for me.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the movies and watching scary movies. I don't know about all that one, Chief. Like,
Really? How do you feel
it's
about The Exorcist?
I have heard of it. I've never watched it.
Okay, don't watch
That's
it.
and that's another big thing is I'm not that much of a movie buff.
Oh, really? Okay.
Um, so you can probably name your top 5 movies. I'm 90% sure
hmm
at least 4 out of the 5, if not 5 out of the 5, I have not seen.
Really? Oh my god, you're like me. I just watched Harry Potter for the first time back in 2021 or 2022.
I think I watched like the first or second one. That was it.
Partially, and I will say this, I really think it's because I grew up poor and we did not go to the movies. So by the time I actually had the opportunity to watch it, the hype was dead. I don't know. I'm late. I'm the nostalgia isn't there. That's just me though.
Okay. You're definitely getting some lore here then.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that aunt that I lost in the car accident?
Yeah.
When I was a kid, around the age of like 8, when I got told you're the man of the house,
Yeah.
she would come on the weekends and tell
Mm-hmm.
my parents, "I'm taking Jeff. There's nothing you can do about it."
Oh my god.
And she took me, and look, I'm so glad that she did.
Oh, okay.
Right? I'm so glad that she did because what she was doing was pulling me out of the forced adulthood and
She
growing up
gave you that
into
childhood. I love that. Oh my god, she was your safe haven.
she would take me on the weekends with my cousin. If my cousin wanted to go see a movie,
Yeah.
my cousin would always mention, "Let's go get Jeff."
Mm.
And because if not,
Go be a
it was
kid for a while.
it was gonna be work, 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 work.
Right.
And so, in a way, being in this content creation is part, like, if I'm being so honest and so for real,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, this is me kind of getting my childhood back, playing
You
games
are
with friends.
me. You are me. Same. I little Swiss is so fed when she streams. So I'm that makes me so happy for you. Oh my goodness. Do you find streaming a bit therapeutic?
I don't focus on
Mm-hmm.
it being therapeutic for me.
Mm-hmm.
I focus more on just helping other people
Right. That's
because
your end goal there. Mm-hmm.
because the same way that I was helped, I've always felt like if I'm being helped, like every time I was helped, I remember everyone, every mentor, every person that gave me
Right.
something or told me something or gave me advice, etc.
Yeah.
All ended it with the same thing. Pass it on when you get the chance.
Right.
And so now I get that chance. Now I get that chance to
I
be in
love
front of
that.
a screen and be in rooms and be in conversations with the next generation
Where
to
you can vouch
motivate.
for others. Yeah. That's
Yep.
amazing. I was gonna ask, has like gaming or streaming taught you anything that later helped you in new leadership roles or like mentoring? But I feel like you were just always born in that role. You were always born to help people. Because I also view myself in that light where I find so much joy in helping. I call me the therapy friend. Listen, I'm not a licensed therapist, so don't actually come for help. But what I mean is, like, whenever I have a friend that needs some wisdom or advice, it's always like, yeah, I'm the one that will listen to you, because you don't need someone that's a yes man in your corner always. You need someone that's going to tell you how it is, but not be so harsh or blunt about it, because it depends on how they take it. So I relate to you on that. I love that. I love helping people in any aspect of life. It doesn't even have to be streaming. It just so happens that I do it a lot in streaming. Like, there's DMs that hop in. The people that hop in my DMs, they're like, how did you get to where you are? What are like top 3 things I need to do for streaming? What? And then I'll just give them resources. I'll give them like the gist of it, what you should start with, what you should work on. Don't prioritize like throwing hundreds of dollars, because again, streamers quit the first year like of streaming. They don't commit to it. You got to know whether you're in it or not.
The biggest thing that I would add to that
Yeah.
is the I've heard the saying, and it's kind of stuck with me. I think I heard it
Mm-hmm.
either within this past year. If you're ever trying to help somebody, if you're ever wondering who you could help, who you could mentor, who you could help along,
Yeah.
it's the person you were 5 years ago.
True. You're so right. Right.
And most people will hear that and be like, "What do you mean? Where were you 5 years ago?"
Mm-hmm.
I was a college kid. I was
Yep.
low income. I was first generation.
Yep.
I was trying to work with FAFSA. I was trying to, figure out what I was going to do with life.
Yeah.
They told me I had to choose a major. They told me I had to do X, Y, and Z,
Mm-hmm.
like all of those things. And so then you overcame that. And obviously, I could be of better help, right, with other
Mm-hmm.
younger generations. But I've been called to serve here, and I've been
Mm-hmm.
called to help motivate, inspire through a webcam and through a computer and
Yeah.
through these types of things.
And you've touched a lot of people's lives just through that, which is amazing. I live by that same, whenever people ask, because I've had people that approach me through other people, because networking is really hard for some people. They're really shy, they're really introverted, they don't know how to reach out, they don't know how to even go about that conversation. So oftentimes I always tell people, like, I'm sorry, the I'm very passionate on stream, and I can come off a bit abrasive, but I promise you, like, you can ask me anything. I will answer your DM. I will answer anything you have in regards to streaming. But I've had people say, like, oh, I didn't know that you would even be open to helping. I love helping. I love helping people learn. The thing is, I want to be that streamer, that person that I wish I had when I first started. Like, no one taught me anything, right? And then all this information is free online. You just have to search it up. You just have to look for it yourself. But no one was there to walk you step by step. And me, I can help you. Me, I love workshops. I love teaching, maybe in another life we were teachers,
Who knows? It's always a big thing of, do a lot of people, like, I think just people misinterpret the whole help thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can speak to my experiences. I can tell
Yeah.
you about my past. I can tell you about what I did wrong. But just because I tell you what I did wrong does not prevent you from falling either.
Mm-hmm.
And so um it's always huge. Like, um also, like, people see me do the things that I do,
Yeah.
and then they're like, I want to do that. And I was like, deep down inside, I always say the same thing. I'm like, are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Are you 100% positive?
Because you're
Are
putting
you
yourself
ready?
out there.
Well, not just that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's been sleepless nights. It's been
Oh,
nights of
yeah.
doubt. It's
Yeah.
been
I guess
it.
because people don't see the side when you're offline. That's the hard part. They think it's like, oh, press a button, go live. No,
It's
there's sleepless nights. You're up for hours. You're creating content. You're recording. You're doing a bunch of other stuff. You're juggling emails. There's a lot. And on top of juggling IRL work, your relationship with your family. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Instagram. Instagram is the art exhibit. No one saw you make the painting.
Yep. You're so right. Oh, I love that saying. Yeah, exactly that.
So,
Exactly that.
and those are just, like self growth is most important. Um, I always tell, especially right now during this time, I tell everyone that I see, I am trying to help you grow as a creator, but also as a person as well.
Hmm.
Habits have to change.
For sure.
Um, the desires have to be there.
Yep.
Intent has to be
Hmm.
there. Um, if you're doing this for the money, that's not going to last long. So
Oof.
sorry to say that.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. That's a hard truth that people can't really take. Like it is what it is though. It is. If you're in it for like satisfaction that you get right away, brother, sister, it ain't you gonna have to wait a couple a couple years, maybe a couple months. Some people do blow up overnight, sure, but for most people, it's a slow climb. You know.
I love those conversations where you talk to somebody and they ask you, "Well, how long have you been doing this?" Because they gauge you on what you respond. If
Mm-hmm.
you respond 6 months, they go, "Oh, okay, let's give
Mm-hmm.
it. Let's see if they're here next year, etc." Things like that. Once you tell them
Yeah.
over 3 years, it's like,
Oh wow,
"Oh,
you're in it.
you did. Oh, you got past that. Oh, mhm. Yeah."
Exactly. I was gonna ask, what mistakes do you see streamers make nowadays? Like something you wish you could stop people from doing, be it a habit, be it content wise, or just personally. Like you see an attitude shift that you wish you could tell that you would tell them, hey, you need to stop doing that.
I want I want the me personally,
Mm-hmm.
just me as a person, I want people to be truthful and intentional with what they're doing. I want
Right.
people to stop making it me, 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 me. It's not you, 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 you. Like,
Yeah.
you'd be surprised how much more you'd get out of life if you served others first.
Right. I remember I had this conversation with someone and they said something along the because I said, I don't like the attention. And they said, you're a streamer. You don't like the attention. I said, I like the community building aspect of it. I like the making people laugh and making everyone feel involved. I don't like so much when it's like the attention is on you and it's like, oh, you did this all on your own. Because it feels kind of not like I didn't earn it or like not that it's half ass. It just feels like, well, I didn't do it on my own. You know what I mean? I had help from like a lot of people. I had my community. It's not just to me. So when I say I don't like the attention, it's not that I'm like, ew, like, oh my God, I hate the camera on me, whatever. No, it's more so like, I don't like all these compliments to just go to me. I feel like that's
Mm.
just, I'm just like you. I'm just like everyone. I'm literally just like chat. I'm like one other chatter. But yeah.
I will go support a friend. I
Mm-hmm.
will go like earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching you today. Um, I'm not there in chat. And
Mm-hmm.
in a majority of the chats that I'm in, I actually don't even talk. I just
You're
kind
a
of watch.
lurker. Yeah.
I'm a lurker.
Which is
I
fine.
don't because I don't want this whole oh my god, it's Jefe. Like, no, 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 please, please, please. Just keep doing your
Oh, no,
thing.
I get you. I see.
With when I watch and
Do
I
you feel like
support,
people change, like switch up when you are in chat?
that is always my worry. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is a huge worry of mine. I'm like, no, 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 please, please. I'm just here to view, support.
Yeah.
Like, and I get it. People want to make me known, but I don't I just want to do my thing. And
You're not
like,
gonna let it change you or how you even react to other people.
like
Mm,
if I
right.
if I help you, I'm not doing it for the shout out. If I help you,
It
I'm
was
not
only to
doing
help
it
you.
for
Yeah.
I'm not doing it for the notoriety. I'm
Right.
not doing it for the no. It's just to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Like so I think those are always big things. I
Yeah.
and then it's always fun later on when
Mm-hmm.
like if I see somebody stream and then 2 days later, I'm like, oh, hey, good job on this, by the way. And they go, you were there? I was like, yeah.
Yep. Exactly that. I lurk in so many friends' chats. I never say anything. And then they come into my stream and I'm like, oh, hey, how did that wedding go when you went so-and-so? They're like, you were there? Yeah, I was there. I was literally there. I was lurking. I was probably working on the side. But yeah, I was there. I'm watching. I'm always watching. I'm like that weirdo in the corner. Yeah. But no, I so get that. I feel like sometimes people do switch up and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like it's not organic and it's not now I feel like I've changed an aspect in your stream a little and it makes me not sad, just a little like I want you to be you, right? And I want you to treat me like every other chatter. And I've had the horror stories where I'm streaming and I'll say hi. I don't care if you're partnered. I see the check. I'm not blind. You'll come into my chat. You'll be like, hi, whatever. I'm not stopping the show for you. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say, hi, how are you? Welcome in. Nice to meet you. And then I've had a DM where like, I was in your chat. I said hi earlier. You ignored me. I said, no. I said hi. You can go back in the VOD. We can timestamp it. I said hi. I'm like, that check means like, it is a nice thing to have, but you're no different than any other affiliate I've ever met, So good for you, but I'm not changing me.
And I've met a good amount of people where people would be like, oh my God, weren't you like freaking out? I'm like, no, they wake up with an alarm clock.
Same
They
as
go
I
to
do.
sleep. They go to
Right.
sleep just like we do.
Mm-hmm.
When they go out to eat, they're just trying to eat like us. We
Yeah.
don't have to like. Obviously, right? They'll have like those additional pressures. They will have those lifestyle changes that they accommodate
Mm-hmm.
to do whatever. But at the end of the day, they're the same person as us. They just
Right.
did it differently. They went about things differently. They sacrificed probably
A
way too
lot. Yeah.
or a lot. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
More than the average person, I guess, would think is like norm for them. It's not norm for you, but it's just different. Yeah. Can I ask, was there ever any moment where you ever wanted to quit streaming? Or like what kept you going? Were there ever doubts that creeped into your mind and was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore? Or maybe I need to step back and take a break?
Oh, multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple times
Love how
have taken.
transparent you are.
Yeah, I'm an open book. I don't
Yeah.
hide it. I've cried myself to sleep multiple
You're
times.
so real. Same.
Um, I've yelled. I've had arguments. Um I've been obviously, when my back goes up against the wall. Why did I do this? Why
Hmm.
did I start? Why like it's not working. We have to go back to the drawing board.
Right.
I've rebuilt the stream like what? At least 5, 7 times. And I keep doing it just because okay, it didn't work, but that doesn't mean that it's not gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
I just have to find how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
And like everyone starts off the same. I started with my phone as the webcam. I started off with the $20 mic from Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
I started off with the plastic chair. I didn't have the key
Mm-hmm.
lights. I didn't have the
Mm-hmm.
equipment. Like if the biggest thing I always tell people, I'm like, why do you want to do this immediately? And those people that tell me that they want to entertain,
Yeah.
that's the people I'm like, okay, you're gonna get somewhere. That's
Mm-hmm.
perfectly fine. It's the moment that they're like, well, I want to do things like you, and I'm like,
What do you
brother,
mean by that?
right? Like, is it because you see me traveling? Is it because you see me going to conventions? Is it because you see the
The
lifestyle?
connections. Yeah.
But you don't see I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. This is my second
Mm-hmm.
Red Bull of the day,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got 6 meetings today. And like,
Mm-hmm. I
TwitchCon,
barely have time to poop.
TwitchCon, people go to parties and stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
they're like, "That's the highlight of my time." And I'm sitting there like, I've got 3 meetings today. That one's
Yeah.
back to back to back. I'm leaving the convention
What's
there,
the next objective? Right.
and those are the very real moments where like I just need you to realize that I operate differently. And now in the stage that I'm at, right, is now it's trying to not be back to back to back. I'm not trying to be in 6 different meetings in a day. I might still have to, but now I'm focusing on, okay, after those 6 meetings, how am I going to wind down? How am I going to rest? How am I going to recharge? When am I taking the naps? Like, how am I going to keep this going at this pace? Because I remember that I want to tell you this story. So it stays here and it's a nugget and this and that.
I love them.
I had a conversation with an advisor of mine. Another advisor, different kind of advisor, not college, not educational, anything like that.
Yeah.
I walked into the room for the very first time after hearing him speak.
Yeah.
And I went, what the fuck? He's like, whoa. I was like, what the fuck, man? He's like, what's going on? I was like, why does it feel like I'm being tested with my life going 100 miles a minute?
Yeah.
Not an hour, a minute. And then he stopped, took a deep breath. He smiled so hard and he went, maybe life is trying to show you what 100 miles a minute looks like. So 80 looks easy.
Life's trying to slow you down a bit, huh?
No.
Oh, test you to speed it up, baby.
So I'm
Maybe?
like, I'm having 100 miles a minute, right? And I feel like I'm out of control. So that later on, the lesser tasks look less daunting, less stressful. Like, how do I explain it?
Like it's only going to get tougher from here. So you better buckle up kind of mentality?
No. So, like, if it's 100 miles a minute, right?
Right.
And then it's not going to be 100 miles a minute forever.
Right.
Eventually, it's going to slow down. But then when it slows down, you'll be like, I went through harder. I went through tougher.
Your threshold is moving. Okay.
Exactly. So I'm not at the max of my threshold.
Yeah.
I'm operating slightly below that. And then it's like, oh, okay, this is easy. So that nowadays, right, I feel like I'm going 140 miles a minute or 160 miles a minute, right? But it's because now we've extended that threshold to say, oh, okay. Like before, years ago, I would have been like 3 meetings is a lot. Now I'm saying let's do 6 meetings in a day, and I'll have 2 more tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's the threshold aspect of that. So
wow, your ceiling is always raising.
Oh, complacency is not a word in my dictionary. I'm so sorry.
I love that. I love how you always find like the optimistic route for it, right? You're always positive about it. Like that, like anyone would crash out at having or being overwhelmed at something like that because they're not used to it. But you grow from that experience and you never stay in that one area. You always move forward. That's beautiful.
I've heard this saying and it's shifted how I operate. It's you have to fall in love with the feeling of being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And if don't do that, you won't grow.
That was so hard for me in my early 20s, I will say. I loved being comfortable. Like there were moments, and I'll look back on it now, I'll be like, wow, I didn't have my cam on for like the earlier years of my streaming because I just didn't feel comfortable with it. So, and I just decided not to have it on. And I'm like, oh, and then one day I was like, okay, I'm going to force myself to have camera on, even if I don't like it, even if it makes me uncomfortable. I'll have it on for the whole stream. It turned into 1 day out of the week. After that, it was 2 days out of the week. And now it's every time I'm live, there is a camera on. It's always important to keep pushing yourself. I know you don't like it. I know you're not satisfied with it. You think it's like, it's uncomfortable. You don't like to sit in the feeling. You need to, so you can get over it.
It's you can always use the example of the little kid on the edge of the pool and mom and dad being like, jump in, and the little
Right.
kid going,
Mm-mm.
can't make me. Nope.
Row you
That,
in.
but exactly, they either throw you in or you eventually choose to try it.
Yeah.
And who knows, you might try it, it might suck.
Mm-hmm.
It might be the worst feeling ever, and now you know you don't want to do it again.
Well, usually in a
But
Latino household, they throw you in.
but in most cases, yeah, it's the deal of like, okay, you don't want to do it?
Okay.
Right?
Right.
But I think it's those types of things just in different facets of life. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like dipping your toe in and being like, I don't know. But
Mm-hmm.
then your toe goes in, then your foot goes in, and you're like, okay, I'm still here. I'm not dead. I'm not drowning.
Yeah.
Then you know what I mean? And it's just progressively extending that threshold.
Yeah, exactly. Can I ask, how do you handle moments where your community wants more? Because you say you push yourself, you get out of your comfort zone. Let's say your community pushes you and wants more, or people around you want more from you. I guess more than what you can give, or do you feel like there's no limit to what you can give? Is that not an issue for you?
I'm laughing because
Yeah.
because my community is the one telling me to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes back to that origin, right? Well, I'm not doing enough.
Yeah.
Like, no, we could be doing more.
Mm-hmm.
And like now, having the right people around you is so critical.
Real.
Like,
You're so right.
because if you're a workaholic and you surround yourself with 6 workaholics, guess what?
Oh.
There's no one's
That's your rival, baby. They're in 6
no,
meetings. Make it 8.
no. It's not even a rivalry thing. It's more of um, it's more of a thing of who's gonna tell each other that they need a rest.
Oh, I see. I see.
Who's
You guys
who,
get locked in that bubble there, and there's no sound voice telling you slow it down before you burn out. I see. Okay.
choose your choose your circle
Mm-hmm.
very carefully, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, for me, if
Yeah.
you meet me at a convention, I'm usually surrounded by a good group of my friends,
Mm-hmm.
but then all of those friends will say the same thing. I had like, okay, this past TwitchCon, right?
Yeah.
I'm like a chicken. I say this all the time. I'm a chicken with my head cut off, right?
Right.
Because I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that decide to stick with me are always like, how in the hell do you know this many people? And I'm like,
You're
I
a
just
social butterfly.
working.
Yeah.
Mm, not necessarily. It's just because I like, let's say, let's say, let's use the example of, I always say, I always look at TwitchCon this way.
Yeah.
First, I always make a general list of the panels. I
Mm-hmm.
like this panel. I like this panel. I like this panel. I want to learn this. I want to
Right.
do this. Couple weeks into it, then I start hearing about the social events, the parties, the networking, the
Mm-hmm.
offsite meeting, the this and that. Then my
Mm-hmm.
schedule changes more. Yes. Then weeks after that, you start hearing there's community gatherings. Okay, alter the
Yeah.
schedule here. What am I willing to give up? What am I willing to do and not do? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like the fluctuation between that, and then at the end of it all, and then at the very end of it, I
Right.
could be in San Diego, landing, etc. Right,
Mm-hmm.
and and I still tell myself and my friends the same thing. At no point during this weekend is my schedule locked in.
Right. It's always adjustable, huh?
It's extremely fluid.
Mm-hmm.
So if a friend reaches out that I hadn't seen in forever and I want to drop something, I drop it.
Oh,
And
okay.
then if an opportunity comes up where a certain someone might be somewhere and I want to go, I go. Right?
Right.
That level of fluidity has created a circle, right? Where people
Mhm.
now joke my friends list is like that one guy with the background that like the dot points here and goes to here and then goes like
Oh my
here back to there and like
god! From Always Sunny, the red line. I love that GIF. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Can I
mhm.
ask, what's the healthiest boundary that you've learned to set as a creator, as being everywhere, as being a mentor and going to these conventions? What is a healthy boundary that you now have in place to just protect you or like your mental health? What stops you from going crazy?
The knowing that one taking time off will not end my career.
Right.
um I used to think that if I wasn't keeping the schedule, boom, it was a failure. You're failing at
Mhm.
what you're doing.
Mhm.
um Now it's like right now I'm on an indefinite hiatus from streaming, right?
Yeah.
I have told people that I'm around. The only way you will see me live is
Mhm.
if you go to whatever event I'm being a part of. That's where you'll see me.
Right.
Um, and you'll see me doing my thing. But going live right now is not something I can do because um, with everything going on, I don't have the
The
energy
bandwidth, right.
or that tank, right, to
Yeah.
be entertaining.
I see. I get you. Well, you're very entertaining to me. These stories are amazing. They're very entertaining. I didn't realize how much we had in common too. I mean, I know we're both Guatemalan, but like but like we have so much in common. And I love how transparent you are. Because I feel I'm the same way with just people in general. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I will tell you how it is and what I believe in. And if you don't like it, understandable. It is what it is. Now, Hefe, if someone discovered your content from 3 years ago from now, what do you hope they say you stood for? Like, do you see that 3 years ago, do you still stand for the same things as that past you from 3 years ago? What's that growth look like?
That's very interesting. Um, oh, that's a good question. Okay. 3 years ago,
I love
I
questions.
I was 3 years ago. I wasn't a leader. Three
Hmm.
years later, I'm a leader.
Okay.
Um, was I ready to be a leader? No, I'll be quite honest with you. I wasn't.
Hmm.
Very much trial by fire. Very much learning. Very much studying, shadowing,
Right.
things like that. And so another big thing is just always leaving the opportunity to evolve, always
Hmm.
leaving the opportunity to grow. Um, I do believe that it is possible for people to say that this is my story.
Hmm.
This is the story I have to stick to. This
Yeah.
is the story that is me. And I'm always just a firm believer that like 3 years from now, who
Hmm.
knows? I might still be a leader. Who knows? I might not be a leader anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe it goes from leading to consulting,
Right.
right?
Right.
Or and being an advisor,
Hmm.
or but I think at the same time, we must allow people to go through their own stories. We can't write the stories for them.
Hmm. I agree. What's one thing you're building right now that people aren't seeing? Are there any projects you're working on right now that you can share? If not, it's okay. Put a pin in it when you actually release it.
For me personally, I'm not doing much, to be
Hmm.
honest with you. Um, to be fully transparent with you,
Or personal goals, maybe.
that and see, that's exactly where the point was going.
Hmm.
Was my ultimate goal was to be community specialist,
Okay,
and
Heifer, look at
so
that. He's making it happen. He's manifesting it.
manifested, sacrificed, did everything,
Yeah.
climbed the mountaintop, and now realizing I have to make another goal. So what is that?
Oh, Ooh, okay. So
What
then
does that look like?
your goal would be to make a goal. That's your goal. Time to
Like,
brainstorm.
but then how is it, right? Let me pose this question for you to
Okay.
ponder in your
Mm-hmm.
own journey.
Okay.
If you have not reached your mountaintop, how are you supposed to know what the mountaintop looks like?
Right. Am I living in it?
Well, if you're still pursuing your ultimate goal, if you
Mm-hmm.
have not reached your ultimate
I'm
goal,
close, but I still
you
got so
might
much to
be
go. Right.
you might be close, but okay, if we're talking in the aspect of a mountain per se, you're
Right.
climbing that mountain, right?
Right.
You might be close, you might see the peak, but you're still looking up. So, what happens when you reach the peak and you're standing on the peak and can see everything around? How do you then say what's next,
I guess
right?
only future me would know that, huh?
And so now imagine reaching the mountaintop that you had set out for yourself and asking what's next? Do I like is there another mountain, or am I climbing down this mountain again? What am I doing? Those are all the things that I'm kind of self-internalizing right now,
Yeah. I
right?
I feel
While
like
still leading and inspiring.
yeah, I get that. I love that. It's a good question to ask because, like, I don't even really have the answer to that. I don't know if anyone does for themselves personally. But I think as long as you're not stagnant and you're still growing and wanting to, you're still curious on whatever it is that you think you want to pursue. You'll figure it out. You'll find the goal eventually. You'll find your new
It
mountaintop. I just as long as you
it
don't stay still, don't get
it
comfortable.
it's fun to pose this, right?
Hmm.
In the climb, and I think you might agree with me since we are so similar.
Yeah.
Um, in the climb, people will tell you, take a break. There's a rest station coming up. Go ahead and take that. Take a
No,
water
I don't
break
know.
and stuff. And you're like, no, I
I
gotta
don't
keep going. Sorry,
know.
right? Like
Mhm.
n- now I am oddly enough, after everything,
Yeah.
I now sit here and I'm like, so how can I take that water break now?
Oh, I love that. That's your journey for you. Oh my god. I love that.
Now that we're at that mountaintop, it's okay, how do I what's recovery look like after that
Mhm.
treacherous climb?
Mhm.
What does my body need from me? What does my soul need from me? What does my mind need from me? Is it the slowing down?
Do
Is it
you
the uh, go ahead.
do you have an idea of what it is for you?
I'm learning now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm learning how to remember we operate at 140 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I'm learning when I can shift it down to 80. And now I know what 80 is.
Mhm.
And now I know now it's more of a I can flip the switch when I want to.
Oh,
That's
okay.
so that's such a it's a beautiful feeling, to be honest with you, right? But it's also
Mhm.
like oh buddy, I can be chilling playing Fortnite
Mhm.
with
Mhm.
my best friend at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., right?
Right.
And knowing we got 3 meetings tomorrow and we're gonna flip it once we go at 8 o'clock.
Mhm.
So it's now learning how can I be friends. How can I learning how to be a better friend? That's a big thing for me.
For sure. For
I,
me too.
I, I
Um I'm very go go go, and I worry that I
mhm,
neglect friends sometimes. So I feel that.
mhm. I have sacrificed friendships for my ultimate goal.
Mhm.
And now it's like, oh, hey, let me learn how to be a better friend to you.
Right.
Uh, and and I give big, 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 big shout outs to the people that were doing that for me along the climb.
Mm-hmm.
If I may, um, Candy X Bomb, I'm gonna shout that out.
Mm-hmm.
The Mayhem Mermaid,
Oh,
I'm gonna shout
lover.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Wolf Tracks is another big
Okay.
one for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are three of the people that saw me do what I do,
They
and
saw that
almost
potential, huh?
no, not the potential. They saw me and accepted me for who I was while
Love
still trying
that.
to remind me
Mm-hmm.
of what could be normal
Yeah.
or what should be normal.
Mm-hmm.
It should be normal for you to rest.
It
It
should.
should be normal for you to take a day off.
Right.
It should be normal for you to disconnect, put the phone down, go
Mm-hmm.
touch grass, do all of those things, do things that you love to do. Don't completely lose yourself in this
Oh, for
journey.
sure. So many
That's
people have lost themselves to content creation. And it's like, I don't even recognize you, you know?
you
As terrible
become
as that
such,
sounds.
you become a shell of yourself if you let
Right.
it consume you.
Right. You're so right. And lastly, Jefe, where can we find you? What are your socials? Where can we contact you? If possible, where can we catch you?
Like I said, I am currently on hiatus from streaming, but it's L_Hefenix, pretty much on all socials. I try to keep the same profile picture everywhere. So if you see my profile picture, that's most likely me. Um, that's another very interesting point right now is I'm not creating content. I'm not streaming. I'm not in the traditional sense
Mm-hmm.
doing what I once did, but
Mm-hmm.
it's because this requires sacrifice and this requires it's more important to me to be doing what I'm doing right now
It's your
than to
new
me
journey.
creating a clip. Yeah, it's that
Yeah.
new mountaintop, right?
Mm-hmm.
But L_Hefenix, maybe I always joke I'm semi-retired right now from streaming. But maybe one day I'll come back and I will bring all that newfound knowledge with me. I'll have a schedule. I'll post up more videos and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Instagram is my most used platform. You can see me post stories of what I'm doing or like places I'm visiting, etc., and things like
Right.
that. That's about the extent of what I'm doing right now.
Love that. I really hope this new journey takes you far beyond you actually can think now. Like I want, even if it means taking care of yourself, being in a better headspace, whatever it may be. I wish you nothing but the best. Jefe, thank you so very much for coming on. I appreciate you. It's been an honor, and I'm so glad to see like Latin creators flourishing in gaming or just in helping in the streaming space or content creation space. Just, I appreciate you, Jefe.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. I'll catch you later.
Later.
Bye.